So my best and trigger warning for anybody watching this episode, we had some sensitive stuff to talk about regarding mental health. So during this section, just make sure you if you need to take a break or whatever, you feel me? But the first black actor in The Phantom Menace, you probably didn't know, right? This guy named Ahmed Best. You may better know him as Jar Jar Binks, you feel me? Yeah, everybody knows Jar Jar Binks, you feel me? But I don't think everybody knows about, at least for me growing up at the time, I didn't know as much about the backlash that his character received.
Right.
In the media. Just a bit of background for it. Cage, do you have some background on just the Jar Jar situation, man?
Sure, I can tell you a bit more about Ahmed Best. So,
Ahmed Best himself, though, yeah.
Or if I say, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it if it's Ahmed or if it's Ahmed?
Ahmed, yeah, that's true.
Ahmed, I'm sorry. 1997, after casting director Robin Gurlin had observed his flexible and athletic movements and stuff, during the time the prequels, Ahmed got, a lot of flack for Jar Jar Binks, but anyways, some of his film or body of work that he's done did, of course, about a few episodes in the Clone Wars animated series. We kind of had talked about that. Go check out the video that will be on there. So, yeah, Clone Wars animated series, of course, 2007 or 8, Robot Chicken, episode 2.
He's in Robot Chicken.
Oh, yeah, Robot Chicken. Of course, Lego Star Wars is very big, so he did the Skywalker Saga Lego game that I believe is the most recent one. I haven't been on gaming like that in a while, but anyways, yeah, Robot Chicken, Kangaroo Jack. He's been in. Oh yeah, also of course Star Wars Jedi Temple of recently, which was in 2020. That is about it's a challenge game show. It's on YouTube, Star Wars Kids channel. So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out on YouTube. So kind of gives like that Nickelodeon, feeling to it. So any of you guys that's been on Nickelodeon back like in the early 2000s or 90s, if you like that feeling, go check out that. So yeah. But getting into a little bit more into more serious stuff. What we got about Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed. My fault for mispronouncing your name, my guy. We definitely want to respect every black voice who's on the podcast. So, and if anybody that we mispronounced so far, make sure that y'all holler at us about that. But so an interesting thing first off, just about his character Jar Jar, right? This is a little known fact, and I hate to be the little fat guy. Did you know this fun fact? But there's actually this theory that Jar Jar was supposed to be, and this I think Ahmed had commented on this, that Jar Jar was supposed to be this Palpatine / Yoda like figure. Apparently, a Darth Jar Jar, would you have it? That was like the mastermind behind stuff. Like, so he's introduced as a bumbling character. Like, y'all remember how Yoda was back in the original Star Wars? He was actually supposed to be kind of like that. You feel me? Yep. But what ended up happening is because of the backlash Jar Jar received. And when I tell you the backlash, I did not know about this stuff. But people literally made websites saying Jar Jar sucks. They're talking about the only good Gungan is a dead Gungan. They're talking about genocide of Gungans. You feel me? Like going ham on this character for no good reason. You know what I'm saying? And of course, some people don't like the gestures of movies, right? So and even just the tough thing about casting a black actor as a jest, right? As sort of the clown character, the funny character, like supposed to be the comedic relief, you know what I'm saying? But just the message that sends about blackness. And then the whole thing about what's even dicier, the Massa Obi-Wan, Massa, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's really bad territory when it comes to having a black actor calling these white males Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan master, you feel me?
Whoa.
But people don't know he's a black character, but it's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
So, and the accent too.
Yeah, and the accent. So it's like, yeah, bro, just trying to make him as fumbly as possible. And this is you know what I'm saying? So he received a lot of mainstream media hate. And he's also Ahmed during his time, like he's kind of a product of the internet advent era. So he's seen a lot of this stuff too, right? It's not shielded from him. Some cast was even talking about they thought Jar Jar was gay, so he got backlash from the, you know what I'm saying, LGBT during this period of time was definitely, that's another thing, you know what I'm saying, get you clown heavily for the sexuality piece, even though they were saying nah, he's not gay, but they was like, oh, just look at the way he's real close to Obi-Wan and woo-de-woo. So it's just like making it seem like he's just this hated character in the Star Wars universe. And you think about a black person, one, you're already coming into the scene as probably one of the few black actors on set, right? Besides the captain that you had in episode 1 that was protecting Padme and all that. But besides him, like, he was the first black character you witnessed. You feel me? With Qui-Gon and, you know what I'm saying, Obi-Wan and on their planet. So of Naboo. So it's kind of like, man, the backlash he received got to the point that Ahmed considered jumping off a bridge. He really considered suicide based upon the hate he received.
That's crazy.
And if you just think about the viciousness of fandom and in this, I feel like the safety that should be provided of anybody involved in bringing to life this alternate universe, right? That we're all, I feel like we all view Star Wars, those that love it, we viewed it as a way of imagination. Like it really brings out our childhood imagination and sense of wonder and joy, right? Our sense of like escape to another reality where we can feel like we can be anything we would like to be, despite what's going on in our world today. Right. And so to know him as a black actor had to endure that in a space that, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing with George Lucas is he spent so much time trying to create this world for people to get a sense of family, get a sense of peace. So to know that happened from is just like sickening, you know what I mean? And so we definitely wanted to highlight, one, let you know, Ahmed, man, we would love to have you on this podcast to talk about your experience. It's important. People got to know, man. And we just thank you so much for enduring and for keeping up, you know what I mean? Despite the difficulties you faced. And now, like, to see that you're still doing stuff on the game show and stuff, keep moving forward with your position, man. Really do not, like, that's an important story that needs to be told. And that's why we want to highlight black voices such as yours, because really, I'm a product of Star Wars, man. Like, no cap. The Phantom Menace, that was my first Star Wars film. I saw it 4 to 5 times. And me growing up, yeah, I thought it was a funny type of role, but you did not deserve the hate for that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Right. I love your presence being there. So it's important for you to play that role. And we thank you for playing that role and enduring despite the difficulties and the vitriol, the evilness of the Star Wars fans. And anybody that wants smoke, we got free smoke for you on this page. If you got anything to say about my man, say something.
Chill out.
I got you, bro. Free smoke for anybody. So Ahmed, we give you your flowers right now, dog. And yeah, keep going, man. Do you have anything to say about the Jar Jar situation?
Yeah, first and foremost, man, it does not need to go that far. Nobody needs to send any type of hate mail, any of that stuff to anybody, especially over Star Wars.
It's valuable, man. It's Like, even though it's so long ago, it's just beginning, man. We gonna revamp interest. You know what I'm saying? We building a community, the Black Jedi, and we gonna bring balance to the Force. But yeah, let us know what your thoughts. Did you know about this story about Ahmed Best? If not, comment what you learned from it. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn that notification bell on for another episode of the Black Jedi. That's right. Peace.